Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today going to be doing a really exciting unboxing for Star Wars, the new Pandemic game, Star Wars The Clone Wars. It follows the Pandemic system, but it is about battling against famous Star Wars villains using Star Wars heroes, and it looks really cool. I'm really excited to play it. I love Pandemic, I love Star Wars, so I'm really excited to see this one. And also on the box there is my favourite Star Wars villain, which is Darth Maul, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing against him and seeing how it goes. It looks really great. The box is really nice, as you've just seen, and I can't wait to get it open and played. If you like this type of stuff, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps, and any likes and comments as well. I will get back to you if you comment on the video, and if you want to see any more, please let me know in the comment section. So let's get this one open and then try and get played today if I can. So as you can see, the box at the front is really nice. It's got Hayden Christensen, it's got Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's got Darth Maul here, we have Darth Sidious, you've got a few of the other characters at the bottom there which you can't see very well on the camera, General Grievous, some stormtroopers and stuff, and then obviously Yoda here, who's hopefully going to be one of the heroes we can play as. And when we see the back, you can see it's kind of doesn't look anything like Pandemic, but it follows the Pandemic system from what I've seen. So the whole map layout is similar in style, I guess, but it's universe or planets famous to the Star Wars universe. Like there's Onderon, Alderaan, Coruscant, some places you will have heard of if you watch the TV shows and the films. I've seen the Naboo's there, which is called Tatooine. These are quite famous ones. Rishi, and some other places that you'll hear of in the Star Wars universe, so that's really cool. It says on the back, the Grand Army of the Republic wages a valiant struggle to defeat the fearsome droid armies of Count Dooku as world after world falls to the evil Sith Lord and his separatist war machine. So yeah, he's Count Dooku, and Sidious was the other guy that they talk about. Turn the tide on this devastating conflict in Star Wars The Clone Wars, a Pandemic system game. Stand with your allies as a legendary Jedi facing entire legions of battle droids and their vile leaders across 4 exciting scenarios. So this is scenario based as well, which I didn't realise, so that's cool. Using your unique abilities and the power of the Force, team up to complete missions that will bring a decisive end to the Clone Wars. So here on the back you can see you've got Anakin, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Mace Windu. Can't really see who that is very well. Yoda. And you've got 2 other characters here as well, so play some iconic heroes and villains, and you've got Count Dooku, Grievous, Darth Maul, and again I can't remember her name. It will come to me hopefully. Long day at work. So let's get this opened up and see what's inside. Took me a while to get this due to the post in the UK being on strike and stuff and not being in when it got delivered. But I now have it in my hands, which is good. So, take this off. Oh, right. So, that was more difficult than it should have been. This box feels a little bit thicker than base Pandemic box, not by much, but it's similar shape, but it's a little bit more thickness to it than the usual Pandemic boxes that normally come in quite slim boxes, same size, but normally they're a bit slimmer, so maybe that means there's more stuff. There's your rule book, as you can see on the front, things about blockades, droids, Jedi, 7 Jedi miniatures, 4 villains, game board, a dice, which you don't get in Pandemic, so dice will be new for this, squad cards, invasion cards, Jedi cards, a villain sheet, 24 villain cards, 24 mission cards, 2 trackers, 2 mission markers, a reminder marker, a slider, a reference card, and a solo marker. So there's probably a solo mode in here as well, which is cool. Seem to be in a lot of games nowadays, either tacked on or completely developed from ground up with the game as it goes. How to play the game, key concepts, tempting missions, winning and losing, solo play. There's a solo play there, and then the villains, you've got Asajj Ventress, that's the one. She's quite cool. I think she's the one you meant to start as playing against if it's your first game. Then you got General Grievous, Darth Maul, and Count Dooku. So some really cool characters in here. Some overlooked mission things and mission cards, ally cards, frequently asked questions and stuff, which is always nice to have. And then the back is just a nice little picture and some credits and stuff, which is really cool. Now, this is the game board, which normally a game board doesn't come shrink wrapped, but this one is. And then, as you can see, the miniatures are in the box. So I'm going to open the board and just see how big it is. It looks like it's a 6-piece board, so it's quite large. I might struggle to get this out because I've still got my Marvel Champions stuff on the desk, which I haven't been able to put to one side because I'm starting a new campaign. So the board is, yeah, quite long. It's going to be a 3 across. If I can get this on the camera. Knock the camera as I always bloody do. Can't get that out because it's stuck on over a bit of card. So the board is quite large, bigger than I think a regular Pandemic board. If I look across there, you can see it's up there along, quite a large board with sort of spaces. I'm guessing you need the large spaces for the miniatures to go on. Can't actually zoom out too far, but you can see some of the planets as discussed. In the bottom left there's a player turn marker over here, which tells you ready your cards, do 4 actions, activate the villain, then invade planets, and your hand limit size is 5. You've got your threat tracker over there in the top left. You also have a villain sheet space, a villain deck, villain cards, invasion deck, and invasion discard over there, along with invasion points. And then on the right you've got, well, other than my Marvel Champion stuff, you have a mission deck, you have missions, mission cards in the grey, and then further down you've got squad decks and squad discard piles. So it's all kind of there on the board. The board's quite large, not too big to go on a book table, but more than a regular Pandemic size board. So very cool, very nice, with all the planets on. And then of course we're going to look at the minis here as well, that all look quite nice. First off I want to look at the heroes. So I don't remember the names of all the heroes. I'm not sure if it says in here who all the heroes are, but there was a list of all the villains, so hopefully there'll be a list of the heroes as well. I can't say actually, no, it doesn't look like there is, but I'm sure I'll say on the cards. I know obviously the classics, Obi-Wan, Yoda, who everyone will be fighting over to play, I guess. Count Dooku as well is cool with his purple lightsaber. So Obi-Wan first is in his kind of classic pointing stance. It's not picking up very well on the camera. Do that. No. Still not going great. So the miniatures are actually really good, but the camera's not picking up the detail. It's not zooming very well. But you can see him in his pose. He's got a nice little beard and his items and his belt. Everything's really clear and nice. Really nice small model. Not massive, but good bit of detail. Mace Windu as well. Again, very looking like the film Samuel L. Jackson with his attire, and he's got again similar pose with just one hand out and his sword a bit lower. It could be a little bit straighter, but maybe it looks alright, not too bad. Yoda of course is very nice and small, cute little miniature. Trying to get it to the camera so you can see. Just not focusing, is it? See if I can get to pick up some stuff if I go further back. But yeah, they are really nicely detailed. Yoda looks very like Yoda. No lightsaber in his hand, kind of using the Force with just his hands as he does. Anakin Skywalker's model is very nice as well, standing there ready for battle. Got his cloak on and stuff. Looks quite young here, so it's when he's in his good times before he turns evil. We've got this woman with the, I can't get out the thing, with a sword up, looking ready for battle with a long kind of hairpiece things. It's quite nice. Looks really cool. And then obviously this hero over here is the version who's got 2 lightsabers, the dual wielding lightsaber woman. and I'm sure they could have fit a couple more heroes in there that were slightly higher up the scale of being well known, but they've chosen to go with some, I think, from the Clone Wars cartoon, which I haven't seen all of yet, but I need to really get into. This guy, woman, I think, or guy, looks really cool as well. Nice long flowing gown and sword at the ready for the lightsaber, sorry, not sword. And then you've got Asajj Ventress, who's one of the main characters from the Clone Wars, I think. Obviously very nice blue colour, easy to distinguish between the two. Very flimsy feeling lightsabers, but two of them quite long. Of course, you've got General Grievous here with 4 lightsabers in his hands. Looks exactly as he does in the film. Really great detailing on there. And then on the back you've got this guy, Count Dooku, and I'm going to leave Darth Maul to last because he's my favourite. So Count Dooku has got quite a good bit of detail to him as well. Again, the cloaks are great, really good. He looks just like the now unfortunately deceased Christopher Lee, who played him. Very cool that I've got this mini of him now in his full Count Dooku form. And then we've got final one if I can get him back in. They're being a bit of a pain. Should be in like that, something like that. And Darth Maul, he's got his double lightsaber ready for action. He's looking across. He's very cool, very menacing Darth Maul. One of the coolest characters in all of Star Wars, and he's got his little spiky horned head and belt and his attire, and he looks really nice. I love that double lightsaber, it's really cool in the film, it's great. They've taken on both of them at once. And then we've got some cards, or quite a lot of cards. A deck of cards here that's very thick, as you can see, and another deck of cards here, again, same thickness. And then we've got our villain cards here. So I'm going to take a look at them quickly and see what they're like. Asajj Ventress has got 3 health. It says if she's on a planet, advance the threat. The Sith assassin strikes against the Jedi and the Republic at the command of her master Count Dooku. On the back it says finale setup. Place Ventress and both mission markers on Sullust. Fill Sullust with 2 droids. Return the token to the box. It says dogfight. Imperial and ship, I don't know what that means. 10. When complete you win. Asajj Ventress. Ventress leads the droid forces in battle above Sullust. When she is suddenly betrayed by her master, she leashes out at her Jedi pursuers. You've got General Grievous here, who's got 3 health as well. That light's really annoying. General Grievous, it says the fearsome cyborg general commands the separatist droid army, reaching his forces across the galaxy. Set up, put the slider aside until the finale. So he's got another finale on the back, which gives you different things you have to do. And then where to go. You've got Darth Maul has got a power level up his side. It says if Maul has power 5, advanced threat, and set his power to 0. So when Maul is removed, he loses 3 power. He's got 3 health. It says Maul works to unify the galaxy's criminal syndicates and consolidate the power of his Shadow Collective. And then on the back, again, he's got a power tracker. Place Maul and both mission markers on the Mandalore. If Maul has 5 power, advanced threat. If instead it is at 6. If the threat is at 6, instead place 1 blockade on Mandalore. Set Maul's power to 0. Showdown, you've got to do 7, whatever they are. They look like Stormtrooper helmets, but we'll figure out what those mean in a bit. And then finally, Count Dooku has got only 2 health. It says move each villain 1 planet towards the closest Jedi. Place Ventress on Sereno and Grievous on Utapau. So secretly the Sith Lord Dark Tyrannus. Dooku leads the Separatist Alliance in its war against the Galactic Republic. Oh, he's Tyrannus, yeah, not Sidious, that was someone else. Okay, getting confused with my lore. Place Dooku and both mission markers on Coruscant. Return Ventress to the box. And then when Dooku's removed after the attack, return him to Coruscant and place 1 droid from the supply on the sheet. When there are 4 droids on this sheet, you win. Count Dooku duels Says Dooku duels the Jedi while starships clash above the capital of the Republic. So they're the heroes and the villains, and hopefully there'll be some hero-specific cards in amongst these cards. So I'm going to have a little open up and see what's in there, so I can try and figure out what all the heroes are, who all the heroes are even, what they're called, because I don't know some of them. I'm sure it's just that I haven't seen the comic or not Marvel, the anime that you can watch on Disney Plus. So we've got these cards, which are like your enemy cards, it looks like. They've got their pictures in the corner, Dooku, Maul, so they're their cards. And we've got Unfinished Business and the distant things, War to War, the box, all these things which look like mission cards of some sort. Then you got planet cards where your attacks will most probably come out, and then we've got more of those I think in here, and I have to figure out the rules in a bit and see what all the symbols mean, because they're all a bit foreign to me at the minute. But you've got more of these cards with the blue back on them. Then we've got some blockades and things, planets, action. So this is going to be your player aids, I guess, and actions you can do: fly, move, attack, reinforce, attempt a mission. And then we've got some kind of cards here for our heroes. You've got Ayla Sakura. She's only got one sword. You've got Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luminara Unduli. Draw 2 cards, then either discard one or give one to another Jedi on your planet. Meets Windu, who's got really cool look in his picture. Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, move another Jedi out to 2 planets, and Ahsoka Tano. Yeah, I never pronounced that very well, but she's really cool. She's one of the most well-known ones. Exhaust up to 2 cards for each. Deal 1 damage on your planet or a connected planet. So they're the hero cards. And then you've got loads of these cards, which are all like your things, as Cody, Blitz, Wolf, Tup. You've got all these Imperial and stuff cards and other things in there. So I think they need to be shuffled together and then form some sort of other deck. But I'm really excited to get this one to the table. Looking forward to trying it out. Definitely gonna maybe try and beat Yoda first if I can, and Yoda and maybe Windu, I don't know. Oh, and there's pieces on there as well that I didn't realise were here. So we've got, good job of luck there. We've got some markers with some cool tokens on. We've got some coloured tokens. We've got 2 see-through blue tokens and this red token as well. And then a big 12-sided dice, 3 blockade models and 1 tracker thing, yeah. And then loads of little droid models, which are all really cool, a lot like the droids from the film and from the series. So they are very nice and look really funky. So like I say, can't wait to get this one played and actually get this one to the table and learn the rules. So I'm going to go and read the rulebook now and then try and get it played and then let everyone know what they think of the game. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this, please subscribe. I'm trying to push on that for the minute, so it'd really help if you could just hit the subscribe button, and then you'll see any future videos from me and hopefully some cool content coming up. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.